Hello and welcome to another episode of Ctrl Alt, dammit. Today is Friday, May the 17th, and this episode officially marks 1 month of the series. So again, I would like to take the opportunity to thank everybody who's been watching, who's given us a chance and subscribed, who's commented, etc., etc. Thank you for checking it out. I do appreciate it. Today we've got stories about Heartland, Hellblade 2, 2K teasing at Summer Games Fest, developer toys for Bob, Xbox and PlayStation, and Destiny 2. Let's get right into it. Ubisoft has canceled its free-to-play Division spin-off Heartland. This is unfortunate as there seemed to be a fair amount of interest in this title, especially considering it was going to be free. In a recent earnings call, it was stated, as part of Ubisoft's efforts to streamline its operations and adapt to evolving market trends, there have been further reorganizations within the global publishing teams, both at the APAC region that is not organized into 3 engagement hubs, and at the central level. Additionally, in line with the increased selectivity of its investments, Ubisoft has decided to stop development on the Division Heartland and has redeployed resources to bigger opportunities such as XDefiant and Rainbow Six. Ubisoft announced the Division 3 last September, and while there's currently no release window, at least we know the game is still in development. Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 is only 4 days away from launch on PC and Xbox Series, and it appears that the review embargo lifts a mere hour before launch. In theory, this is to avoid any potential story spoilers from surfacing, but there have been many times in recent history when such a window was very telling to the actual state of the game. Based on my experience with the first game, how well it played performance-wise and visually, I believe the embargo is in fact for the avoidance of story spoilers, and I hope I'm right. Additionally, it has been revealed by Ninja Theory studio head Dom Matthews that there will not be a day 1 patch for the game because it doesn't need one, but they are open to updates after launch. Expected to come in at around 8 hours of playtime, Hellblade 2 looks visually stunning from what has been shown, and I'm very excited to play it soon. Stop by my stream and check it out for yourself on the 21st. According to the Summer Games Fest Twitter account, 2K Games will be revealing the next iteration of one of their biggest and most beloved franchises at the show on Friday, June the 7th. Speculation as to what this could be ranges from Borderlands to Bioshock to Mafia and beyond. Personally, while I would love to see a new Borderlands game, I'm much more interested in a new Bioshock installment. Bioshock is one of my favorite series of all times, and I do an annual playthrough of all the games. In fact, I just finished a playthrough yesterday. Hard to argue is the fact that the Borderlands movie comes out in August, and announcing a new game would make sense. I don't know exactly how long they've been working on it, but personally I think the Gearbox should take more time to work on another Borderlands title. While 3 was praised for its quality of life changes, it really missed the mark for a lot of players in other aspects. I would like Gearbox to take their time with the next installment of the series instead of giving us another game that lacks things that players expect, like farmable bosses with dedicated loot drops. On the opposite end of the spectrum, this could also be information about a new Civilization or XCOM game. Even though some various sports titles have been mentioned in theory, most of them are annual releases, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense to build hype around something like that. I'm very much hoping that this is a Bioshock announcement, but what do you think it could be? In a rapid-fire story, game developer Toys for Bob has changed their website to simply a black background with a purple tiki mask, and fans are certain that it's teasing a new Crash Bandicoot game. However, rumors have been floating around for a while that the next release would be Spyro 4. Either way, a website isn't usually given this kind of treatment unless there's an announcement coming, so we should all expect to hear something about this pretty soon. Xbox has ported 4 of their exclusives in Hi-Fi Rush, Pentiment, Sea of Thieves, and Grounded to the PS5 this year. There are recent rumors that Xbox is open to porting pretty much anything over to the Sony console, including Gears of War and Doom. People have been tired of console exclusivity for a while now, and this seems like a logical step for Microsoft and Sony in terms of maximizing income in an increasingly uncertain climate. In the past few years, Sony has ported some of their best known and performing titles to PC in what most consider success. And I honestly wouldn't put it past them to port PS exclusives to Xbox just as a, oh yeah, we can do that too, yeah, kind of move. I prefer PlayStation to Xbox personally, but there's no arguing that Sony can be petty. Would you like to play Halo on PS5 or Ratchet & Clank on an Xbox Series? Destiny players, the final shape is almost upon us. With only 18 days until release, Bungie has been throwing all sorts of info at us in the form of new exotic gear teases, ability changes, vendor changes, sandbox changes, and much more. Among the things shown recently are a new heavy trace rifle, the returning and updated Kvostov, and 3 new class-specific exotic chest pieces. Whether you've been living under a rock, busy with work, or just overwhelmed with the amount of info shared recently, let's take a look at the most recent things shown and let me know down below what you're most looking forward to with the final shape. I do want to remind you that I have 2 Steam keys for the final shape and the annual expansion that I will be giving away on stream this month. So if you're unable to get your hands on a copy, come hang out with us. And that's going to do it for this episode of Ctrl Alt Dammit. As always, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to comment down below if you enjoyed the video. Consider subscribing so we can continue to bring you more gaming news 3 times a week. I hope you all have a fantastic game-filled and uninterrupted weekend. And until we meet again on Monday, be safe, be sexy, touch a butt.